earthquakes in Oakham. That's according to a local seismologist.
The Rutland town was at the epicentre of a tremor just after 10:25 last night. It measured 3.8 in magnitude scale. Helen Astor reports.
Only moments after the earthquake struck, and thousands of people went on Twitter to find out what had happened. The morning after the night before was rather quiet in Oakham, but the talk of the town was of the tremor.
10:30, we were watching the telly, and suddenly it sounded like a light aircraft had crashed or exploded.
It was like a big bang and then a rumble, and the bed was shaking.
It was like nothing I've ever heard before. Like there's a tank driving on your feet. It was the house was shaking.
At the local college, Paul Denton from the British Geological Survey was explaining to the students about what happened.
All of the dots on there are locations of people who contacted us and said that they felt the earthquake.
All my pictures in my room were wonky, and then all the stuff on my desk had moved. I was like, hang on, what's going on? I asked my parents and they'd explained what happened.
Yeah, I live near Syston, so it's quite far away from the epicentre, but I was awake at the time and the whole room was shaking, and it lasted for about 10 seconds.
Last year there were 3 earthquakes in Rutland, so should we be prepared for more in the future?
We expect to have a magnitude 3 earthquake several times a year in the UK, but it's very unusual to get them in the same place and more or less at the same time. We don't exactly know why it is, but we're certainly very interested in trying to find out. There will be another tremor at some point in the future. I just can't tell you when or where or how big it's going to be.
Thankfully, there are no reports of any structural damage from last night's earthquake. People here in this peaceful market town are now wondering when the next one is going to be. Helen Astor, BBC Midlands Today, Rutland.
Next tonight, the government.